After reading the first volume of this series, I've come to realize that while I do like the villainous genre a lot, I don't really care much for them when the series takes place after the main villainous story. Honestly, after the first couple of chapters of this one, it really didn't feel like a villainous story much anymore. So the title for this one is My Role as the Villainess is Over, or I also see it as The Role of the Villainess is No More. The light novel seems to be complete with 2 volumes, while the manga looks to still be ongoing with 18 chapters currently in 3 volumes, which are all available on Amazon as ebooks. Now, I am a bit uncertain about its status as ongoing, as I did look at the very last chapter, chapter 18, and that looked like an ending, but also the ending of the first volume also felt like an ending to me. I won't show it yet so as not to spoil if you'd like to read it, but I will mention it at the very end. As with most villainous stories, this is a transmigration manga where the main character is sent to another world. This is not a game, novel, or anything else, it's a whole other world. This is one of those stories where there is very little conflict, every character we meet is overly happy, overly nice, super supportive, and the bad characters are the cartoonishly bad type who are taken care of very easily. Without getting into spoilers yet, I will say the concept of this manga is super interesting. When I read the summary, I was actually really excited about it because I really liked it, but the execution of it for me just unfortunately fell flat. If you're looking for a sweet, happy romance manga, you'll probably really enjoy this one. As for the story, spoilers from here, the main character's sister is in the hospital with not much hope for survival when she is approached by a messenger of God with an offer. If she agrees to be sent to another world to play the role of the villainess in order to help God's beloved daughter and the crown princess relationship happen, they will save her sister. She agrees and fulfills her role, leading to the annulment of her engagement to the prince, but rather than being exiled as she expected, she is instead meant to serve as a castle maid. All of that happens basically within the first third of the first chapter. I know the title of the manga is that the villainous part is over, but all of that right there is the most interesting part of the story for me. I would have loved to have seen that played out. The main character is taking on this role that is so contradictory to who she is. It just would have been a really interesting read. Instead, starting in the first chapter, she now has to be a palace maid, and while people start off distrusting her, it's almost instant that they change their minds, including the character that she bullied when she was playing the villainess. She is even given the responsibility of being her maid. So like I said earlier, the first volume really felt like an ending to me. Everything is revealed to her in regards to the god, she gets to have one last meeting with her sister, and she and the knight character begin a relationship. It wraps up so nicely that I do not feel the need to continue. Because of this, I was wondering what else could happen at this point, and why is it still ongoing, so I looked at the very last chapter. Now, this is a bigger spoiler if you want to avoid it, so go ahead and skip now. Anyway, the main character and the knight, having worked through everything, got married at the very end. It even ends on an I'm truly happy moment. Again, this seems like an ending, but does not indicate anywhere that this is the end. While I'm not personally interested in this manga, I do feel that if you just want a simple, feel-good story with little conflict, nice supportive characters, and a fairly quick resolution, this is going to be a good pick for you.